we go for the Sigma Engineering Solutions late model trophy dash, inverted from their qualifying times. Fourth place qualifier starting on the pole, the number 9, ZACHST. On to his outside, the number 48. That is driver Rob KIEMELE in the 48R machine. Inside row number 2 is the 45S of Sean Woodside, second fast qualifier. And fastest qualifier here today, the number 99L, Lenny White, riding tail of the field. Here we go. ZACHST on, Rob KIEMELE bringing the field to the green. Now, it is technically KIEMELE on our timing and scoring, but I don't think I've ever seen him race a 48 in a while, so we'll see. Sideways and some contact for the lead. They are right there, bumper to nose to tail.
Now this is a trophy dash. Now this is pod racing.
Now you can see ZACHST on. She's run this 9 car on a bunch of short tracks.
How can you tell?
He's got 900s on both sides. Look at that, still side by side. KIEMELE fighting back on the outside. As we get the white flag this time by ZACHST on with a run out of turn number 4. Woodside with his nose underneath KIEMELE in the 48 machine, battling for the second spot. Into turns number 3 and 4. ZACHST on with the lead. He's going to carry it over to the front straightaway. Checkered flag, trophy dash win for the 9 of St. Ange.
Already this afternoon here at Havasu 95 Speedway.
That was a good one.
I like that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 100 laps of late model racing here at Havasu 95 Speedway, quarter-mile track out here right near the border of Arizona and California. Tommy, we have a great race before us. It's warm out here as we close in on December, and this might be the last race that we cover, or the last racing that we cover here in 2017, so I know you and I are both very excited. Getting ready for this starting lineup. Starting on the pole, the number 1, or the 45 machine, Sean Woodside, with Lenny White in the 99 to his outside. 48 machine is Rob KIEMELE, and the 9 machine of Zach St. Ange fill up row number 2. Row 3 is the 57 of Spencer BAYSTON, and the 38 of Jeff Peterson. Then we row back to row number 4 with the 36 of Parker Malone, and the 56 of Logan SEAVEY. Now back another row. Row number 5, the 77N of Nick JOANIDES, and the 117 of Ron Daniel. Row number 6, the 8M of Matt Goodwin, and the 26 of James Vermillion. Row number 7 gives us the 87 machine of Chris Vindhurst and the 55 of Jagger Jones, with row number 8 with the 51 of Holly Shelton and the 5M of Mark Allison. Row number 9 gives us the 28 of Jerry Snell and the 73 of Madison Gay. 89, that's Danny Gay, as well as Matt FRADY in the 40 machine. Row number 10, the final row of the field, 70 machine of Chuck TRICKLE and the 24 of Mike WEIMANN. Now you're shaking your head, but don't worry.
Mike WEIMANN is not on the racetrack, not sure why. Well, Jeffrey, look at the crowd here at Havasu 95 Speedway.
A great crowd, a great field of late models. Honestly, Tommy, the great weather. You're here in shorts and a t-shirt. I mean, this is a banging weekend out here.
Yes.
In Havasu. Yeah, you always hear people talk about Lake Havasu, talk about the lake, which you can actually see from here. But we're here for some good racing. It's a track. It's our first time here at Low Budget TV, coming out to Havasu, and we're very excited to be here, covering some good old late model racing.
I was going to get away from the beautiful scenery, but how can I pass it up? Look at, we are in the Arizona desert, as you can tell, beautiful backdrop to this Havasu 95 Speedway. Are the lights out, Jeffrey? We're getting to go for 100 laps.
This is it. It is time for 100 laps of late model racing with Woodside and White on the front row. We got onboard cameras that we're going to be riding along with all day long. Green flag is in the air. 100 laps to go.
Good start.
It's clean for lap number 1. We'll see how the rest of the 99 hang out for this field of drivers. Oh, trouble in the front straightaway. The 89 machine way sideways, got into the wide of the 28 of Snell.
3 wide.
But Gay was able to hold on to it. It is tight, and Tommy, that's right where we have some of those onboard cameras. Lap number 3.
Battle for third ends quickly. Peterson gets by KIEMELE. Now Zach St. Ange on the Zach attack.
Zach St. Ange, a little door slam there to the 48 of KIEMELE. St. Ange won the trophy dash earlier today. He's looking to put that car in victory lane once more. It's just got a few more laps to do it. That 57 machine, you see making some moves. Spencer BAYSTON now trying to hold off KIEMELE. They have contact down the front straightaway and into turn number 1. Looks like they're going to settle things out. Or KIEMELE's going to throw it in hard again.
Maybe not settle yet. They're
Maybe
still
not.
working on it.
Maybe not. KIEMELE fighting hard there on the inside, the preferred line. BAYSTON working that outside line with the High Point Racing Machines. We talked to that team 2 weeks ago. They were planning on showing up with 1 car. We talked to them now. They're here with 4.
It's a good battle to watch. In fact, it's the only battle happening right now at the moment.
Yeah, things have single filed out just a little bit here in the first 10 laps of this race. But I think people are just kind of sizing things up right now. Everyone's still on the lead lap. We've had a little bit of contact exchange between some of these drivers, but nothing that's been major. Even on the cosmetic side, all these cars still look pretty intact.
Well, the contact is going to happen on this short track, Jeffrey. And you were talking about how these drivers are just like, hey, it is 100-lap race, plenty of time. There's 90 laps left to go. And another thing is hot. You don't want to burn off these tires early in the race.
Down the back straightaway, Jagger Jones gets to the inside of the 87 machine of Vendors. They had some contact out of turn number 2. You can actually see the tire mark on the right fender. So that all gets settled. Up front, lap traffic has begun. Chuck Trickle goes down a lap in the 70 machine. Next is going to be that 73 of Madison Gay. He's out of the way. Both of the girls from the Gay family in this race. Yeah. Tommy, too, that I know we're excited to see how their racing careers continue to go. They're feisty out there.
Yes, they are. Like you said, Jeffrey, lap traffic. John Woodside now to the inside of Gay. And the number 73 machine.
In the third spot.
All this top 3 or 4 are spread out, but back here, it's been tight. Bumper to bumper to bumper.
Yeah, anything can happen right in that mix. The 40 machine goes down 1 lap. Matt FRADY. You always hear when they talk about short track racing that one sign that a driver's holding up some of his competition is you'll see a long line of cards. Parker Malone in that 36 machine right now. Tommy, he's got a train behind him.
Well, he's gapped himself over JOANIDES in the 77, so it's him or JOANIDES possibly holding back Ron Daniel and the others.
Ooh, a little sideways was that 56 of Logan SEAVEY. Gathered up, maybe some bumper action from Ron Daniel delivered to JOANIDES, and behind them into turn number 1, the 8 machine gets it to the inside of SEAVEY. GOODWIN looking for the position. They're racing for 10th right now. Because behind them, the 55 machine Jagger Jones looking to make up some ground on these drivers. Is he going to be able to get to the inside of his High Point Racing teammate? Oh, man. Stuffed it in there.
How to make it work.
Heck yeah, man. He must have prepared a turkey this weekend. Up front, we're having some more little bumper tags. The 57 machine just got into the rear of KIEMELE in the 48. So BAYSTON right now, he's starting to deliver some of the pressure. Our top 5 right now, Lenny White continues to lead. In front of him, they're side-by-side lap traffic. But the battle for second, Sean Woodside holding off Jeff Peterson. Behind them, the 9 machine of ZACHST ONGE. KIEMELE holds the final spot in the top 5 for now, in trouble down the back straightaway. Malone around. And it looks like the lapped car, the 40 machine of FRADY, has an issue as well. 36 goes back over to FRADY, it looks like.
Looks like a dust-up done the back straightaway.
And is something happening over in the turn, or is everyone afraid to?
I think everybody's convinced.
Can't see.
Yeah, no, they can't. As you can see, we can't see back here either.
I saw silhouette spinning out.
Now here's the 40 car you were talking about.
Looked like, yeah, so the 40 machine of Matt FRADY, what could have happened there? As we mentioned, there was a long line of cars. I'm looking for Malone right now in the 36. He's over in turn 2, just rolling. So both cars are able to continue, not a lot of damage. But you got to wonder if there was some contact that helped things go around there. Restart lap 22, getting ready to go. Lenny White, our leader, over Sean Woodside, Jeff Peterson, ZACHST ONGE, and a quick move for the battle for 5th into turn number 1. KIEMELE White, 57 machine to the inside, BAYSTON.
48 did not really turn well.
Oh, and there's contact.
7 as well.
Those drivers hold on to it here. Off the pace and off the track, the 56 machine of Logan SEAVEY. We're a quarter of the way through this race. As we watch this battle for 5th, a lot of drivers, Tommy. How about Parker Malone? Remember, he just spun out. I guess they determined that he was avoiding the incident. Oh, and is KIEMELE off the pace?
Looks like he got a left front flat. No, maybe not a flat tire, but that 48, well, it gave away 5 spots at least. And more.
Yeah, something doesn't seem to be right with that 48 machine. KIEMELE, one of the drivers in the top 5 for the first quarter of this one, suddenly off the pace. Maybe a tire going down. It seems like he's trying to ride it out for now. But he will be pulling it into the pit area. And there go KIEMELE's hopes for winning this one.
Oh, trouble for TRICKLE. He gets the wall.
Not the first time in this race.
That looks like to be a day ender.
So 3 cars falling out of this one in a short amount of time.
Peterson trying to apply the pressure on this side.
Yeah, your top 4 cars right now kind of hanging together. And after KIEMELE got past, it opened up the floodgates from behind. Seems like there's a pack of cars on the charge right now, led by the 57 machine of BAYSTON. Tommy, we are almost to the point of losing the sun on the back stretch.
Yes, almost there.
Lap 31 on the board. The battle for second still heating up. Peterson looking for a way around Woodside. He looks to the inside. And Woodside tries to shut the door. But Peterson makes the move. We have 2 onboard cameras in the middle of this mix. And Peterson, may I remind you, Tommy, the last time we saw Jeff Peterson and Lenny White racing together, it ended with Jeff Peterson literally the infield of Orange Show Speedway. And Lenny White taking the victory, only to have both cars end up getting disqualified. Back on track, the 56 machine of Logan SEAVEY.
Woodside's 45 seems to be slipping back.
Maybe saving it, Tommy? Could it be he's trying to save what he's got? We still have 65 laps to go in this race. Going down one lap, the 89 machine of Danny Gay. Oh, so you know what? I actually got to take back what I said. I said both of the Gay sisters were in this race, and that's not the case. Because Danny Gay's driving the 89.
Oh, okay. I'll give you credit. There were 2 Gays in the field. I think that's what you actually said.
Well, I know in my heart that's not what I meant.
Well, the sun is officially set behind the hills. We can not squint anymore.
Oh man, this is beautiful. Oh man, we're getting tight here. Almost some contact down at turn number 4. Joanides, Ron Daniel. Those two have been looking at each other all race long. Jagger Jones just behind them. That's all a battle for the 7th position. Parker Malone just ahead. And you can see how sideways that 77's getting. See some cars with some cosmetic damage, including the 51 machine of Holly Shelton. Oh, Jagger gets to the inside of Daniel. Now he looks to the inside of Nick Joanides. Out of for 7th.
He's got the move like Jagger right now.
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, Daniel leans up on Joanides. Slight job out of turn number 4. Our camera got a face full of that. Not quite halfway. A couple cars losing position. Interestingly enough, the 56 that's moving up is multiple laps down in this race. Ten laps down for that car. What's interesting about filming out here in the desert is I already feel the temperature drop.
Big time. We might need our jacket for the factory stock manifest.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting, Tommy. Lenny White has pulled away from 2nd place Jeff Peterson at this stage of the race. Not yet halfway, so a lot of stuff could change in this one. Right now, Peterson trying to get around the 26 machine of James Vermillion. 1 lap down. Lenny White right now working on lap number 28 of Jerry Snell. Jerry held up White just a little bit. Now he sets his sights on lap in the 5 of Mark Allison.
Hey, Jeffrey, a competitive field here at the Havasu. Seems like a lot of these drivers are keeping pace with the leaders, but Lenny White has a bit more speed, I should say.
And again, we're going to have to observe who's saving their stuff.
And the fun thing is, talk about saving your stuff. The sun's down and the track's going to cool down a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of grip is about to get into this racetrack.
Yeah, so your car that might have been great, maybe on the looser side or maybe less grip, now what's it going to do? Man, Mark Allison was all over the place out of turn 2, and that was in front of your leader.
Continuing with a battle here for 2nd.
Oh man, Woodside applying the bumper. We joked about this, Tommy, that we have a camera on Woodside that's facing the rear. But I guess it works if he passes in front of cars. So Woodside right now on the rebound. There's a lot of lap traffic for Lenny White though. He's just trying to get around that Mark Allison machine, the 5. Halfway in this one. 50 laps in, 50 laps to go.
I thought Lenny White was going to start
looking to catch up to the 40 machine of Frady. That car multiple laps down.
57 closing in for fourth.
Yeah, nice run for that 57 machine of BAYSTON. Looks like looking to the inside, gets the spot over the lapped car. It's going to resolve his issue of worrying about the lap traffic for now.
Make sure you're watching.
Trying to do a scan of the field right now.
He's the only guy in Colton that actually is licensed now.
Yeah, this track, I'm sure it changed a bunch for these drivers as the sun set behind the hills.
Lenny White right now has about a third of a track lead over his competition.
Danny Gay.
Waits to a little more than a full straightaway.
It's under his belt.
Ooh, almost catching the wall. Was it 89 last time by?
Nice, kind of up there, riding along.
In 2 laps, we'll have 40 to go. And Tommy Lenny White continues to pick him up and put him down.
He's got that 99 on rails. We've seen how strong he was at Orange Show about a month ago. We've seen how strong he's been at the bull ring, except for this year he fell out with a mechanical issue. And at Orange Show he was planning on doing a redemption. He took the checkered flag like he said and was disqualified by his own mistake. He admits to it 100%. Misjudged the wheels that he put on his car. Well, you know, tonight.
Probably checked twice.
Yes.
Well, we're now within 40 laps to go in this main event. Closing in on the 51 machine, Holly Shelton. That will leave 10 cars left on the lead lap once that lap is concluded. And there goes White to do it. Goodwin right now in 10th in that 8 machine, and he looking in his mirror and he sees Lenny White coming. Nick Joanides in 9th right now. He's got to be feeling the pressure as well.
Yeah, Goodwin and Joanides, like I said. Irwindale Speedway driver, the 77. Orange Show Speedway driver, the 8 of Goodwin.
But right now is when we're going to start seeing a little bit more and more of the patience going away as Peterson looks to the inside of ONGE on the front straightaway. Battle for third. Zach St. Onge won the trophy dash earlier today. He's going to slip and lose a spot to 4th as Peterson makes his way by. You mentioned that 57 closing in from behind Tommy, 5th place runner. BAYSTON.
And I'll bring this up because a lot of, not a lot, but I've heard it already in the pit area today, how Lenny White was today's fastest qualifier. And crews already talking about how, well, we've got a Southwest Tour car racing with a bunch of late models. Now, while that is technically true, Lenny White will be racing this car again at Kern County Raceway for the Winter Showdown. You'll see this exact car there. I'll say this, in a field of late models nowadays at any racetrack, you're going to see a crazy mix of a lot of different racing chassis. And everybody on the same tire. So you might be seeing that if Lenny White takes the checkered flag here tonight, you might be seeing that same comment throughout good old social media.
I mean, let's be fair though. Lenny White only has half a track lead. He has lapped Goodwin in the A machine. He closes in on the rear bumper of Joanides in the 77. If he completes that pass, it will leave 8 cars on the lead lap in this one. Dominant race by Lenny White in this late model 100 lapper. 30 laps to go. Here at Havasu 95, Low Budget TV's first time coming on out to this track. would be fun to do a live stream from here sometime.
I would love to. I think a lot of people in our home area of California who have drivers in this race would love to tune in. Not everybody can travel over here.
Well, we have had people ask us, hey, and so maybe sometime we could work something out.
If not, YouTube is just as good. It's just not as live.
Not as live. Well, Tommy, we're closing in on the 3/4 mark of this main event. Lenny White continues to just stick on the pace that he's on right now. It looks like White's car got better when the sun went down.
Yeah. And he could have been planning that perfectly. So let's scan the field again. 75 Woodside there. Got some lap traffic. He's closing in on 45.
Oh, there's some contact on the front straightaway, right in front of Woodside. Little bumper action down the back straightaway and also into turn 3. High Point Racing teammates getting into each other there as Jagger Jones takes the spot away from the 57 of BAYSTON. Oh, then Jones gets sideways. There's a lot of High Point Racing right in that mix. Again, here comes the car that's 10 laps down.
And you can tell with the 56 there, Jeffrey, you can tell what new tires can do on a surface out here, like in Havasu.
Absolutely right, Tommy. It's going to be 20 laps to go, and hard on the walls, the 89 machine of Gay.
Oh, trouble.
And the other Gay has an issue. She pounded the wall, or excuse me, that's Danny Gay. So Danny Gay pounded the wall on exit at turn number 4.
Well, now we know where to put a wall camera.
Now we know where to put a wall camera. Both cars continued. We saw the 73 of Madison Gay have an issue as well.
Yeah, you can see the concrete he took home.
Things continue the way they are, Tommy. It is very likely that Lenny White could lap up to 4th place in this race. But it's not over till it's over. And look at the lap traffic he gets to deal with.
Here he comes out of turn number 4. Lenny White in the 99. And like you said, Jeffrey, look at the wall of cars he's got ahead.
But at this point, Tommy, does Lenny White practically see, okay, Sean Woodside is way out here. At this point, do you just say, I think I'm okay?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like he thinks he's okay.
Pass wisely is the only recommendation.
Oh, Parker Malone sideways in front of you, leader. Maybe a little bit of help. Pass wisely, you said, right? 7 cars on the lead lap.
If you all had smell-o-vision right now, you can smell the rear end.
Someone's losing it.
And you got to wonder if that could be from the 89 of Gay. So use that rear end against the wall out of 4.
Yeah, maybe knock something out. 14 laps to go. I would not be surprised if we had a restart though.
Yeah.
And we find out that a lot of these drivers were saving for a restart. It might play perfectly into Lenny White's hand if that doesn't happen though. We'll see what happens. That smell's getting thicker and thicker. If you didn't know that smells had viscosity, welcome to Low Budget TV.
Lenny White can almost see the top 4.
Yeah.
If you looked across his window net.
Gets to the inside of the 117 machine. He's going to lap Ron Daniel. 6 cars left on the lead lap. A lot of side-by-side stuff going on. I won't be surprised if we end up having some contact somewhere that does lend us to a late race restart. Oh, 36 with Malone. Looks like he's having issues. Looks like smoke. I don't know what ended up happening with all of it, but his car does seem to be off the pace. That might be the rear end. Could be. I do see some smoke coming out of that car. Lenny White closes on the 57 machine. 8 laps to go for Lenny White.
And these High Point Racing rookies, Jeffrey, they've all ran a good race. For one of their first times in these stock cars.
Bayston goes a lap down. Tommy, we have 5 cars left on the lead lap, and 2 High Point Racing cars get into each other right in front of your leader. Oh, and Lenny White jumps on the brakes.
One of the only times you've had to use them today.
And short track racing, there's nowhere where you're really safe. Laps to go for Lenny White. It's incredible for me to say, Tommy. Oh, trouble! Zach St. Onge gets turned by Jagger Jones, and we will have a Saturday shootout here. I'm going to call it a Saturday night shootout, and probably a very unhappy driver as Jagger Jones got to the inside. And I think there's going to be a debate between the 2 drivers if he had a nose there.
As you see, St. Onge, he's moving away, but that car battered and bruised behind.
It might get a little bit more battered and bruised. We're about to find out. Jagger Jones driving by. Zach St. Onge.
Well, the guy who did want to
taking the high road, literally.
He might be full throttle right now.
Well, Jeffrey, this changes everything.
There it is.
But the thing is, do you have the tires?
There it is. Now, I will say this. This is our first time here, so I'm less familiar with their restart rules. If we restart with all the lapped cars in between the 99 and the 45, it's not happening.
Yeah.
It's going to take something more than just saving your equipment. It's now we're starting to. I think Zach St. Onge just found out who dumped him because he was on the bumper of the 55 as they rolled in front of us. I think St. Onge is like, I'm fine. I'll just keep driving.
The fun thing about this short track racing stuff is, unlike Irwindale and Kern County and Bakersfield, when you crash, there's a chance that you can keep going. It's mostly cosmetic. They're working on more cosmetic damage now.
Now this is a good way to send a message. What do you think the message is being sent? He's doing Morse code.
Beep beep, I'm a sheep.
Yeah, you think that's what he said? Probably. Tommy, I'm watching the 45 and I'm watching him work his way past the lap traffic.
He and Peterson and Jones and Zach St. Onge.
Man, if you're Woodside, I mean, what do you do here? Do you just throw it as hard in it to turn number 1 as you can?
Well, yeah, you got 6 laps to make it happen. I mean, you didn't come here to let the leader win.
Unless you are the leader.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the spot he wants to be in. Oh, boy. As Mike Mosier would say, holy guacamole.
Yeah, this is going to be insane. This is, Tommy...
This is why we came out here.
Oh man, it was getting wild out there. I was about to say it. I don't think I finished my statement, but I found it incredible that Lenny White was actually on the same straightaway as Sean Woodside.
Yeah.
Chasing him down. So, I mean, that 99 was going crazy. Where's Zach St. Onge going? Oh, they're putting him in front of the 55. Well, that's going to be fun.
Well, now the 55 can't see a way around the 9. Maybe that was the strategy all along.
Well, Tommy, you and I have had the same issues Zach St. Onge is having right now. When you're in a demolition derby, and
you know, I'm not going to lie. I think that Zach St. Onge's car is actually fixing itself. It's looking better and better every lap.
Well, maybe he has it on just visual damage on the racing simulator.
big things.
He's going to lose his deck lid, it looks like.
Sponsoring our late model.
Extra spoiler.
Also big thanks to the Anderson Auto Group for sponsoring today's race activity.
Well, this is going to be interesting because we're going to have a 6-lap dash to finish off a 100-lap race. And what happened at Orange Show again?
There were some bumpers being applied. But we got Woodside in between, and Woodside, he's a wily old veteran. He doesn't play games except for the ones he wants to play.
Woodside just shows up to win races. He doesn't care about points.
Nope.
He doesn't care about anything other than that. He's just like, you know what? I've done this for enough years. I'm here for the win. Now, question is, will Tommy? I don't know if you share my theory on this one. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm keeping an eye on these guys. I'm wondering if they budgeted for a late race restart, and we're going to live or die on that strategy.
Well, I think the two drivers actually conserve the most, or the top two right now.
Here we go. 6 laps to go. Green flag to finish off this one. Oh, Zach St. Ange's car definitely did not fix itself, I'll tell you that much. Peterson to the inside of Woodside. Bumper applied. I think Zach St. Ange just got into the wall, Tommy. That car's not driving anywhere near to the capacity he needs it to. Oh, some contact out of turn 2. It moves the 57 out of the way.
Oh, boy.
And you're watching the battle for second as Peterson fights hard with Woodside. Both these drivers in desperation mode, and into the wall goes BAYSTON again in the 57. He keeps it going in Woodside. Does he have a tire down?
He got way sideways out of turn number 2.
Looks like he gathered it back up, Tommy. I thought the worst. With 3 laps to go. Some of these cars are just clawing to the finish.
Yeah, they are. Used and abused.
How about Jagger Jones, Tommy, up to the 3rd position? Oh, man, there's more contact. Caution flag is out. We have one turned around over in turn number 2. Hey, so what were we saying about the difference between this race and Orange Show?
Well, now we got the players in the game. Top 2, Peterson and White. These two seem to be good friends off the track, but when the helmets are on, total different story.
Yep. This is old school flag, man. He's going to stand on the track.
He's waving. You know what he's waving.
He's saying no
He's
bumpers.
as excited as we are. It looks like.
All right, folks. After just about 88, 90 laps of green flag racing, it comes down to this 3-lap shootout. Lenny White, Jeff Peterson, Jagger Jones. The green flag is in the air. It looked like Lenny White didn't get a good restart. Peterson's trying to make up some time on this one, but Lenny pulls away a car length. 2, 3, 4 car lengths, and here comes Jagger Jones. Throws it hard into the turn. Gets to the inside of Peterson. 2 laps to go. Jagger Jones moves up to the 2nd spot. Woodside gets to the inside, but gets sideways. Contact throughout the field, but the white flag is in the air for Lenny White.
Is Peterson going to play the same?
Oh, yeah, Peterson wants whatever spot he can get. But Lenny White out of turn number 4 takes the victory in the 100-lap late model main event at Havasu 95 Speedway. Sandwich. I get the feeling that Peterson didn't like the pass.
Oh, boy. Well, that's why we traveled the 5 hours to Havasu 95 Speedway, because all we've heard were great things from the racing side of this track, and it delivered here today.
Man.
Well, that was an awesome
How about Zach St. Ange finishing 5th?
Yeah, in a battered up car. He backed it into the wall pretty hard and still had something left for 5th.
Gets unbuckled out of that late model.
Here comes the trophy truck.
We're going to send it down to Lenny White for your victory lane interview.
Not too bad, huh? Get out there saying that. I had on the radio, and he's telling me save some tire for the end, and I was like, well, if I just lap the field, I won't have to save no on the race. So unfortunately we couldn't get that done, but you put on a good show, man. It was awesome. Oh, we tried to have fun here. Yeah, you know, I got to thank Earl, I got to thank my dad, my wife, just everybody, Tony, the guys that just come out and bust their tails and help me make this work week in and week out. You know, we were limited on help here. Luckily, the car was great since we unloaded it, and we didn't have to work on it. Well, I know you can't. I know how hard you worked on this thing. Yeah, you know, we worked on the 36 car a little this week. We didn't really have time to mess this one up, so it was pretty fortunate. Well, you seem to like this place. It's pretty good with modified. Yeah, we really enjoy this place. And we enjoy the schedule through the winter. We're going to grab a couple of these and try to continue racing with you. Other than that, man, the weather was hot. Perfect. Havasu, man. What can we say for Havasu, huh?
Hot and hotter.
Hey, well, I know you have fun here, and yeah, you got 20 guys went home scratching their head right now.
Well, good. Keep them scratching their head, make them work hard. We'll see them again in 5 weeks. Fans, thank you guys. For us to put on a show, we gotta have a show. We gotta have fans to put a show on for. So thank you for coming out.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.